Hello, beloved. This is Tony. I want to share something I was looking at today. I found sort of interesting. This morning I was thinking about archangels. So I wanted to, just sort of take a look and see their names and get a little more information about archangels. And I found something sort of interesting. Take a look at this. Okay, so this is what I kind of found that I thought was interesting. I made a list of the 7 archangels, and I thought it was very interesting. There are 7. There's one in the middle, and it's surrounded by 6. Okay, so we have Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Shamuel, Zadkiel, and Jophiel. Okay, but what was interesting, I noticed all of them ended in El. Raphael, Jophiel, Zadkiel, Uriel. And I instantly thought of El, okay, and also Elohim, right? Elohim, El. And it's very interesting reading if you look up El in Wikipedia. I have a little video that I'm going to put up here in a little PIP. But it's very interesting reading because a lot of cultures has a god named El. Now the Canaanites had a god named El. And that's, I'm going to put the little thing up, I don't think you'll actually be able to read it. Well, as I started looking at the El, other words started to come to mind, such as Temp-El. Alright, and this is the funny thing, because I look at words, and I look at the phonics, and I look at the spelling. Even though we say Temp-El, we spell it Templi, but we pronounce it phonically Temp-El. Okay, then I thought about female. Male. E-L. You see, but we spell it in a weird way. At the end of the word is the sound L, but spelling-wise, we do it L-E. I don't know why. It's weird, okay? But you still say L, female. You don't say female. You say L. You don't say Mali. You say Me-El. Okay? So I'm just hearing the words Temp-El, female, male, what was the other one? Oh, Jew-El. What else did I have? That's my other ones. Oh, yeah. Angel. El. Gabriel. Uriel. Temp-El. Female. Male. I don't know, it's just the L. And in our English, though, we say it E-L, but we spell it L-E. There are a lot of words that are done like this, and these were just the ones that just were off the top of my head, and I just thought it was so interesting that there were so many gods named El. I don't know. Play with it and see what you see. Okay, yeah, I knew I had some more words. I had apostle, a disciple, and I think there was one other one. Apostle, Jewel, Tempel, Angels. Okay. But I'm interested if anyone's thinking of any other words, or if, phonically, because I'm looking at the phonics of things, what comes out, the actual sound, versus the way you spell it, which is backwards. I mean, this is not a post-ly, okay? So, and this is the funny way that I look at this now. A post-l would be, you see, a post is after, L is God, okay? So it's like a God after. A disciple, okay, this is like discipline God, or discipline, L, disciple, I mean, that's, but it was just interesting because when you look at those, all of them end in L, and there were 7 archangels. Tempel, female, male, jewel, angel, apostle, disciple, oh, another word, candle, spelled L-E, but it sounds E-L, candle. If anyone knows anything about it or can add anything to that, I'd be interested. Any other words? Because, I mean, El is one of the names of God. Okay, it's the El, the Elohim. I think El was like God and Elohim was like supreme God. But I was sort of amazed that there were as many gods and as many different, in Arabic, in Semitic, in Canaanite, in Phoenician, in all of them, there was a god named El. Okay, and he was when you read in the WikiLeaks about it, he was actually a god that wore bull horns. Sorry, I'm thinking bull horns. Okay, which goes back to the Hebrew, the Aleph. Alright, it's not a good bull. Okay, but the first letter of the alphabet is the Aleph, which is the bull. Oh, here was the other one. B-I-B-L-E. Babel. You see, we say L, ba. Okay, and that's really weird because that would actually be 2 gods. Bob, El. 2 gods. Isn't that weird? 1, 2. And the horns. That's back to the duality again, the 2 gods. Isn't that weird? 2 gods versus a god. And that's why, in a weird way, I say that, I'm a monotheist. A monotheist believes in one God, and He is God of all things. Okay, so this crazy stuff about Saturn worship, Luciferian worship, okay, all these crazy different things, that's back to the 2 gods. Ba means 2. I'm not sure about this other B here, okay, but then L, even though we spell it L-E, we pronounce it E-L, so it's like 2 gods. Isn't that amazing? L. Okay, have a good night.